Before we start, we need to remove the negative from the battery. We're going to prepare the installation by mounting the relay fuse box on the bracket using a Phillips head screwdriver with the provided screws. We're going to use a 10mm socket to remove this bolt, and we're going to mount the fuse box here. We use the bolt we just removed for the right and use a provided bolt for the left. We're going to use the 10mm socket to remove this nut and connect the ground wire here. Okay. We're going to use the 10mm again to remove this nut on the positive terminal and connect the positive from the relay box. We're going to tuck in the wire around the factory fuse box and run it to the driver's side. If you order the full kit, you will mount the second relay box here. Remove this nut with a 10mm socket. Connect the ground wire from the relay box here. To remove this bolt, you will need a 10mm socket. We're going to use the 10mm to remove the coolant overflow tank, and we're going to run the wires behind the tank. When you're done, we install the tank. Run the wire to the other side, and we're going to connect to the positive on the battery. Use the 12mm to remove this nut and connect the positive from the relay here. We will need to remove this cap from the firewall and then fit the wire into the cabin through this opening. To remove the top panel, we're going to use the plastic trim removal tool. Pry along the edge and then pull it out. There's two connectors on the back of the panel we need to disconnect. For the lower panel, we're going to use the 7mm socket to remove the screw. Then pull the panel off. We need to unplug 5 connectors on the back of the panel. The one in the middle, we need to push the pin to the left before we can disconnect. Okay, in order to remove the metal one, you have to push this pin. To remove the storage bin, we need to use the 5.5mm socket to remove the 7 screw on the back. Okay, you take out these 7 screws and you can remove the storage bin. Okay, and to install the switch, we're going to put in the right side first and then the left side. Okay, this one gonna be set on top of the other one. This is how it looks like after you install the switch. Now we're going to remove the panel under the steering wheel. The back of the panel has 6 clips. You can remove by pulling it toward the seat. Now we're going to connect the cigarette lighter harness from the car to the silver gray color harness that comes with the kit. And then we're going to connect the switch harness to the white 3-pin connector. After you check and connect everything, and then we're going to run the wire behind the dash to the driver's side. And now we're gonna fit this wire behind the panels. Fit it to the top, and we're gonna connect this together. Now we're going to connect the 6-pin connector to the relay harness. If you order the full kit, you have 2 connections to make. If you order the full kit, you have to connect both of this harness together. Okay, and we can zip tie them together. Now we can connect the switch to the harness, and we connect all the plugs we pull out. We install the lower panel. Make sure all the clips are in. Now for the top panel, we connect the 2 plugs and align with the hose and pop it back in. Make sure nothing interferes with your gas pedal or brake pedal, and we install the panel.